within profitsocietyfxc.com, you'll be brought to the home page. Go ahead and read through the home page, look at the services that we offer, talk about the leaders, find out where we're located. Feel free to go through any of the tabs at the top, the About Us, learn about each individual, and sign up now when you're ready to sign up. Get in touch if you have any questions. You can email info@theprofitsocietyfxc.com or reach out to us through Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, or Telegram. The training, there are a couple public webinars and things of that nature. So some of the YouTube videos that we did on the very basics of what Forex is and some of the basic terminology. So if you're not familiar with what Forex is at all, we go over what is Forex, what is a pip, candlesticks, currency pairs, what's a lot and what is leverage, how brokers work, and the Forex market hours. We also have some public webinars that we have recorded and uploaded. They go over a variety of different things. For those of you that don't know, we do public webinars on a monthly basis. And so they're basically just question and answers, charting sessions if you will. And we also have some other stuff, risk management spreadsheet, trading in the zone, which is highly recommended for trading reading. And as you can see, we have a lot of different options for free content on our website. So once you're logged in, once you're a member, this is what the members training section will look like. We'll have all the public webinars and tools that you would see if you were an unpaid member going into the training. We have also the introduction into Forex videos that I've already showed you. But the Academy Phase 1, Phase 2, and Phase 3, this is the meat and potatoes, is what is teaching you how to trade. So going into Phase 1, we have support and resistance, trend lines and channels, then a question and answer session over Lecture 2, and an overview over Lecture 2. We have market structure for Lecture 3, candlestick analysis for Lecture 4 with an overview of Lecture 4. Lecture 5 is supply and demand and the relative strength index. Lecture 6 is mindset, risk, and reward. And then a charting question and answer session after that. Another question and answer session after that. And then Lecture 7 is quarter point theory. And then let's go ahead and back up and go into Phase 2. Phase 2 is about Fibonacci retracement, and then some money management and some mindset. Lecture 9 is Fibonacci expansions. We'll go into hedging. Lecture 10 is entries and exits. And that completes Phase 2. And then Phase 3 is harmonics. Moving averages are covered. And Lecture 11, overview, how to use alerts using TradingView, candlestick close, understanding the significance of candlestick closes, question and answer session, mindset stuff. We do have an EA that we award the students that graduate. Another question and answer, how to set stop losses and take profits. Explaining how to use the EA. Lecture 12 is about the Gartley harmonic pattern. Lecture 13 goes over the cipher, the shark, and the butterfly patterns. Lecture 14 is an alternative bat and crab. And then Lecture 15 is a scalping / using exponential moving averages. And we are going to continue doing lecture, or I should say Phase 3 lectures. So that's where we are currently at. There will still be some other scalping methods as well as the completion of harmonics. But I know that this is a little bit overwhelming. This is the way that it's set up, and the way that it works is, let's go back to Phase 1. The way that it would work is, well, as soon as you join, you start at Lecture 1. You may think that you understand what support and resistance is, but we go over exactly what all of this is. What's the what is a point of reaction, what is a point of failure, what is the difference between a break, a test, and a break and a close slash retest and a full close. Always wait for candle or the close of candles, and everything is time frame dependent. So you really get a crash course in not only what support and resistance is, but how to apply it. And then the way that we double check to make sure that every student is learning this correctly is we take this, you watch the video, and then you apply it. And the way that you apply it is, first you're going to open up a Word document that has not been implemented yet, but this is going forward starting in the month of May of 2018. We will be implementing a restructured homework. And so the way that the homework has been working is we've been taking each individual lecture and requiring students to turn in a number of charts ranging between 10 and 15 charts per lecture, and then submitting them to us using the homework submission button right here. And you upload your assignment, which with TradingView you would just put your links down here. If you were doing the homework on MetaTrader 4 or some other trading platform, then you would take screenshots of that and you would upload those screenshots right here. And after you'd send those in, one of the TPS administrators or teachers, if you will, would then go over your homework and they would give commentary on every single chart. Now, the reason why we're kind of changing this is because that's very time consuming, and so what ends up happening is you would submit your homework and then you'd have to wait a number of days in order to get your homework back, because when you have an exponential number of students that are submitting homework all at the same time, and you want to give as much time and devotion as each student should get. And so the time that it would take for the homework to get graded would take days. And the way that we are trying to do this now, or the way that we are going to be implementing this in the future, is a student will open up a Word document, answer the questions that are associated with the lecture, and then attach 3 charts to that same Word document, and then submit that. And so I will go through, or one of the TPS administrators will go through and grade that, making sure that the student is doing the assignment correctly, that they understand the lecture in its entirety before moving on to the next lecture. This will allow the students to get back their homework much quicker, and then once your initial assignment has been graded, you will be required to then complete the same number of charts originally that we were doing originally. So what that essentially means is that you'll go through, you'll answer the questions in the Word document, you'll attach your 3 charts to the Word document, you'll turn that in, the TPS administrator will then grade it and return to you the assignment with the grades. And when I say grade, I don't mean like, oh, this is an A, this is a B, this is a C. What I'm saying is you get commentary back. So you get feedback on everything that you submit, whether it be charts or feedback on the answers. It's just to ensure that the students are understanding everything that's being laid out. And that's important before they move on, that they fully understand each individual lesson before moving on to the next one. And so what that in turn does is allows the student to not only learn at their own pace, because of course there are going to be students that fly through each one of the lectures and are turning in 3 or 4 homework assignments a day, and then there are going to be students that take a week to do each individual lecture. And that's the beauty of this program, is that you're allowed to go at your own pace, and you have unlimited support by the Prophet Society administrators, because we are always there and we're always willing to help. And so if you don't understand something, or if you need help with something, or if you think you understand it, and then this is where the homework comes into play, and it's so important, is that when you submit that homework, we give you feedback. So if you're not doing it correctly, you will know, and we will guide you through the process of understanding what you're doing wrong and helping you, each individual student, understand what the right way is and what the wrong way is, and how to implement those things correctly. And so that's very important. We strongly believe in this method. It's a tried and true method, right? This is a university style approach to learning how to trade, and that's the tried and true method, right? You go and look at any university, any college, any high school. This is the way that they do it. They give lectures, then you submit homework to make sure that you understand the lectures, and then we do implement a test, if you will, in order to graduate after you've gone through at least the first two phases. So let's back up and touch on that. Phase 1 and phase 2 are the requirements. You have to know all of phase 1 and all of phase 2 in order to become a successful, profitable, consistent trader. Phase 3 is kind of an extras. And what I mean by extras is you don't need harmonic patterns. You don't need to use indicators. You don't need to use stuff like that to be successful. You just have to know the fundamentals. You have to know the very basics when it comes to charting in order to be successful. And so phase 3 is not a requirement in order to graduate from the academy. But a lot of people do like harmonics. A lot of people do like implementing indicators into their trading. And so that's the reason why we add those things, is because they are very popular and they do help. But that's on an individual basis. So phase 1 and phase 2 is on everybody that comes into the academy needs to understand in phase 1 and phase 2. Phase 3 is something that will could potentially enhance your trading, though it's not needed. So you take the stuff that you learn in phase 3 and you apply what you like, and you don't apply what you don't like. And we help you build your trading plan, and we help you implement the things that work best for you. And then the way that you graduate, which I'll go over phase 4 and phase 5 here in just a second, but the way that you graduate is after you've gone through at least phase 1 and phase 2 of the academy, turn in on the homework, then comes the test, if you will. And the test for the Profit Society is you start on week 1, and the goal is to have 100 pips of net profit a week for 6 weeks straight. And you submit your trade log. So every trade that you take for those 6 weeks, you submit your trade log in the homework submission, or you can message it to one of us on Telegram, and we keep up with you for 6 weeks. And this is to prove that if you can profit 100 pips a week consistently for 6 weeks straight, that is truly all you need to unlock financial freedom, is just to make 100 pips a week, or to have a net profit of 100 pips a week. That will allow you to essentially make all the money that you want. Now, there is stipulation to that, right? You're not going to come in with a $100 account and make 100 pips a week and in 6 weeks be a millionaire. That's not the way that this works. It does take time, but this is to show you, this is to prove to you as an individual that those consistent profits that are applied week in and week out, as you grow your account and as you put in the time and the effort required, you will see account growth on a consistent basis, which is the goal. That's the overall goal, is to just grow consistently. And after X amount of time, because the amount of time that it takes for each individual trader to become successful, there's a number of variables that go into each individual. And so after a set amount of time, you will be where you want to be. But it's all about being consistent. So that's what this 6 weeks at the end of the academy really achieves, is to show you, the individual, the student, that you've learned what it takes to become financially free by implementing what we have in the academy and then applying it to that 6 weeks worth of trading. And so if you can do it for 6 weeks consistently, if you can net profit 100 pips a week for 6 weeks consistently, then you can do it for 6 months, for 6 years, for 60 years. And so that's what this whole process is about. Going through the academy, spending the right amount of time on each phase, on each lecture, making sure that we help the student, which would be you, understand what it takes to be successful, and then implementing it at the end. And so now your next question is going to be, well, what's phase 4 and what's phase 5? Phase 4 is going to be all about a trading mindset. So we're going to go over understanding the difficulties of a trader's mindset and where people usually fail or usually fall when it comes to mindset. And then phase 5 is going to be about cryptocurrencies and implementing what you learn through Forex and implementing it into trading or buying or selling cryptocurrencies. And so I'll go over understanding what cryptocurrencies are, and just it's going to be a crash course into cryptocurrencies, how to trade them, how to chart them, how to apply your Forex knowledge into the cryptocurrency world. And so that will be coming out starting in May of 2018 as well. When you are ready to sign up, we have now added a payment plan option. So if you're interested in doing the payment plan, what you should do is enter in the discount code. You're going to enter payment plan with an uppercase P for payment and an uppercase P for plan, and apply that. And that will change the $500 one-time payment into a $300 upfront and a $250 1 month later. So hopefully this gives you a crash course into what the Profit Society is and how it can help you grow as a trader. Again, we do currently only have the academy set up for the foreign currency exchange. However, I do want to make this known that everything the fundamentals that you learn in phase 1 and phase 2 can be applied to cryptocurrencies, can be applied to stocks, can be applied to commodities, can be applied to obviously the foreign currency exchange. So all of these can be applied into other financial markets, not just Forex. However, we do focus on the Forex platform, so you'll notice that all of the lectures that are recorded are done on Forex pairs. So that's just something to take note. If you have classically been a stock trader, or if you've never traded any financial market ever, and this is your first introduction into any sort of finance trading whatsoever, then this will help you. So regardless what your background is in, or regardless if you don't have a background, this is really designed to help somebody that either has no experience whatsoever and wants to get into it. It's designed for somebody that has experience but has not been successful. It's designed for people that are successful but don't feel like they have the knowledge required yet. And so it can really help every single trader, no matter where they are in their trading journey, in their finance journey. And so hopefully this has helped. Again, this is an in-depth look. This is inside of the members area, so this is what the training in the members area looks like. I hope that this helps everybody more understand what the Profit Society offers. And yeah, so if you have any questions, please feel free to send a message to, again, please feel free to send either an email to info@theprofitsocietyfxc.com, or you can send a Telegram message to any one of us. And my Telegram is at TraderJud, TraderJud, which will be linked in the description down below. So for those of you that have any other questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to reach out to me at any point in time. And that's it. So hopefully, again, I hope that this gives you an in-depth look, gives you a better understanding of what we offer, and I hope to see you in there. So thank you guys.